For example, class, we have a list with us. A is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, there is another list. B is equal to 1, 2, 3. See, it is saying Python zip method takes iterable containers and returns a single iterator object. It takes iterable containers. Iterable means on which you can do iteration. Okay, so you can see this is iterable. Okay, so both of them are iterable. So we have taken two, and it will return a single iterator object having mapped values from all the containers. So basically, it will map them together. How? I will write a list of C is equal to list of zip A comma B. So see guys, it will map them together element wise. Got this class, everyone? Can this typecast to a dictionary? Yes, yes, yes. You can typecast this to a dictionary also because it is a like paired data. So, is zip and map are same? No, Amit. Zip and map are not same because zip is basically combining multiple like a list into one. Okay, mapping them together element wise. Okay, but in case of map is basically used to like when we want to implement a particular functionality on each and every element of a collection, then we use map. We are not applying any functionality in case of zip. We are just mapping like same index elements from different collections together into a single one. You can take more also. Suppose there's a queue is there. A comma B comma Q. See, any number of collections you can take. Number of elements should be same in each different container. See what happens now when the number of elements are same, different. Suppose I'm saying 1, 2, 3, comma 4. Here 4 elements are there. In net there are 3 elements. So it will basically whichever list will have less number of elements, it will take length of that. Because I'm giving you a question, just quickly do it. Okay. You have this two list with you. You have this two, 4 will do nothing with this. Okay, you have to this two lists with you. Now what you need to do, I need this in the output. I need this in the output, write a code for it. Okay, without using zip. You have to do the same task without using zip. You have to map the elements together. The length of list can be anything. The length of A and B can be anything. All of you understood the code? Question? I'm saying that I am giving you two lists, just like A and B. Okay, and you have to combine them together into a single list. You have to combine them together into a single list. Okay, like I've highlighted using red marker. Okay, don't use the zip function. Basically, you have to implement the functionality of zip without using the zip function. You have to write the separate code for that. No, so this it can work for any kind of collection. No? Like you have written, if even if A is dictionary, it will work. But in that case, in case of dictionary, it will take, I guess, you can check it once. But I guess in case of dictionary, it will take only the keys. It work for any kind of collection. It should be an iterable collection. Iterable collection means on which you can run a for loop, on which you can run iterations. Abhishek, restart the system once. Even though your code is correct, have you tried running that in your system once? Mhm. Correct, Vishal. Abhishek, I said, uh, I said, can you restart your system once? Okay, Anaconda is not working. I think that use collab for now. There might be some issue. It should not uh like work like this. Can show me at the end of the session today, maybe. Then let me see if n is less than 2. Amit, correct. You can, I think, shorten the code if you want to. Right, Jagdish? Okay. Siddhika, what will happen if the length is not same? You have not included that like condition in the code, no? If the length is not same, then what will happen? They should still combine, no? That is what you have to write, Akhil. If the length is not same for you also, Harish. You have not considered different length. Rahel, your code is wrong. Jagdish, it is basically giving us an iterator, no? So it is converting that into a list, into a readable format. Akhil, why you are converting a of I into string of a of I? There is no need of doing that, no? And that is that you don't have to concatenate. You have to combine the elements. You have to combine the data into one, not concatenate anymore. Amit, correct? Try to shorten the code a little bit. You can combine the if else into one. Correct, CM. Correct, Siddhika. Okay. So let us simply class C. See, what I'm trying to show you here is that whatever inbuilt functions are present in Python, you can, if you try, you can actually create their own code, create their code using like yourself also. Okay, that's the case. Okay, whatever functions are there, some function you can see, some function in a list. Okay, max function, main function. Okay, again, then there is sorting methods are available. Then zip function is there. Okay, so all of this you can basically create yourself also. But the benefit with Python is that it makes our task easier. You can only need to create those functions ourselves. Okay, or what I can do, I can create a function class for this particular purpose, which will take two values x, y, and simply for I in range of minimum of length x, comma length y. Okay. So one thing plus here now, what I need to do actually, see the one thing you have not considered in your case. Suppose let's say I'm giving you three lists. I'm giving you three lists. Then your code will fail now. Okay, just take a minute. Okay, try to incorporate that also. I can give you any number of lists. You see here there are three lists A, B, and Q. Then also the code is working. Okay, so I can give you any number of lists and your code should still work. Try to incorporate that also in the code. I'm giving you a hint class. You can use variable length argument. Amit, I can give you any number of lists. You are taking A, B, C. I can give you ABCD also. Your code should be able to handle that. Shripanna, you have to create a code in which it will take multiple collections. Like here, I'm giving A and B in the zip function. No, similarly, it can take multiple collections and implement the functionality of zip. Okay, it can take two collections also more than like two or more than two. I can give five also. I can give seven also. If Jagdish, it should implement zip functionality. You have to write the code of zip without using zip. However is zip is working, you have to do that yourself. Don't use the zip function. Going in the right direction, Abhishek. No, Mamta, no. I can take any number. Wait, let me show this class. No, Himavendu. You're again taking two only, no? What I can do simply here, I take different, I'll put asterisk X. So this will give us what class? It will give us different collections, right? And I will write here. It will give us a collection of, it will give a tuple of collections basically, right? Whenever we put a asterisk X, okay, so remember class, it basically creates a variable tuple, right? So here also to create a variable tuple. Now, variable tuple and that tuple will be collection of, let's see how I will be calling this function. Just a minute. I will call this as, like, for example, let's say there are, for now, A, B, C. There are three of them. So 1, 4, 9 is there, let's say. Okay. So I can call it as fun A, B also. I can call func, I can call this as func A, B, C also. So that is what I'm saying. This is for, okay, what I need to do, I'll get multiple of them. Okay, so what I will do, I will write here, see, I have to calculate the length of all of them. Okay, so what I will do, I will write a list of map. I will apply the len function. I will apply the len function on all the collections. Okay, X will store the collection of all of them, right? So X will become a variable tuple. Let me show you also. Print X. See, X will become this, no? Okay, so what I am doing, I am applying a map function to calculate the length of all of them. So see, print LE. See, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And now, since I've already got this, so minimum of LE. So here, like, based on whichever is minimum element, okay. So smallest element based on smallest length, based on that I will do. Okay. Now class, what we need to do is just a minute. We need to combine them in a single, right? Hmm. I'll create an empty list. And then here, okay, I'm stuck now. Just a minute, class. So I am going to write here li dot append. What we need to append, because we don't know how many of them are there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 9. That is what I'm thinking, Abhishek. We have to use a for loop, that is for sure. But I'm just thinking of how, like, if I can shorten that a little bit. Okay. For hmm, for element in tuple. Access slash tuple basically. How to create an empty temporary list here, and then temporary list dot append le. And once this temporary list gets completed, then I will write here li dot append tl. Here is actually a tuple, actually a list. So what you can do, tuple of tl, and then here write return. You can write print here also directly. Return, let us say return li. This done. So first let us try once. Print print 1 2 3. No, 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 we are not getting the required output. Now we got. Now we got. Clear class, everyone? Not getting the code? See, do one thing. Just note down this code in your system, take a screenshot or something. Check your code, check this code once from your end. Okay, you will understand this is simple. Okay. No, Ranjit, this is simple code. I have already covered this kind of codes in like previously also. Okay. So one thing, do I'm just sharing this code here in the chat once. And everyone try to dry run it later on after the class. Okay. If you face any problem, then I will explain them in the next session. Ask me again in the next session. I will show you the dry run. I hope that is fine with everyone in class, right? I hope that is fine with everyone, right, class? Okay, we can see what we can do now, class. We can basically, if you want to, this part of the code, we will convert into a single like list comparison also. How? We're doing le of I for le in tuple. So remove this part. See, same output we're getting. You can again, I think this 3 lines of code, we can combine into a single code also. Tuple of this. entire thing. Li is equal to tuple of this entire thing will come inside list comprehension. This you have to do for I in how to give chat for like how to allow for copy. Harish, I cannot stop you from copying, I guess. Okay, this I am writing in a single line for list using list comprehension. See, still getting the same output. This also class we can write in here only. LE. Okay, and then this also you can write return this. See, entire functionality we have. See, what 6 to 14 कितना हो गया? Around 8 or 9 line code, 8 line code we converted into a single line code. Understood class? Huh, I get, okay, I get that. Do one thing, dry run the code from your end. Leave this, okay, leave this short code. Okay, take this code, try it once from your end, dry run it, okay, and then you will understand for sure. If you have any problem, you can ask me again, because it will take a lot of time as of now. Clear class? Copy paste, I have already copy pasted, no? I copy paste this last code also. Okay, so let's continue now, class. Okay, so that is your give function. So there is another small function I'm just quickly covering. Someone asked me some time back. There is a function called the any function. Okay, any function, what it does, it will return a true value if there is at least a single true value in the given collection. Okay, let me explain. Can you tell me, class? Can you tell me how to allow you to copy from chat? I don't know actually. We're able to copy Ranjit. Take a screenshot if you want to. Simple copy paste is working, right? Huh. I will upload this file, so you can take it from there also. Not an issue. Okay. Suppose class, let's have a list with me. Okay, and in that list now there are some data. There is some data. Let's say I've written false, then true, then false, then true, or simply like this only. So if I write here class any of L, so you can see it is giving me true because it is getting a single true. At least single true should be there. But let's see if all of them are false, that it will give us a false. Suppose let's have a list with me. Let me give a like application. Suppose let's have some data 23, 10, 45, 0, 34. Okay, and if I write here plus any of L, it is giving us true. Okay, suppose let's say I'm writing here I have a list, okay, containing some marks. Okay, I have scored 0 in math, 0 in physics, okay, 0 in chemistry, and 0 in English, and 34 in, let's say, biology. Okay, so here, since I run this code, I'm getting a true, but let's say if all of them are 0, so I'll get a false. Okay, so you can simply write, no, if any like this, if any of L, because it is giving us true or false, then based on that, we can do whatever. Print, very bad. Okay, else print thank God. See, it is going to thank God. That is the case in case of any. Okay. There is another function plus all function. Okay. All function is also there. All function, what it does, it will plus, it will return a true value if all the values are true in the collection. Exactly, Santil, right. So any function will basically apply or. Any function, what it is doing, it is applying or between all of them. It is doing ORing in case of any function. All function class, it is applying ending. All function is applying ending between all the elements. Okay, see. True, comma, true, comma, true, comma, false. And I append all function. So you can see it is giving us false. But let's say this is also true. See, let me like show you an example also. Suppose first let's say I have a list with me. Okay, 23, comma, 78, comma, 12, comma, 10. Okay. I want to check if all the elements of this list, all the elements are even number or not. So what I will do now, I will apply a map function. List of map. Okay. And I will apply a function lambda and we give a true value if n modulus 2 equal to 0, else give a false value. Okay, this is a lambda. This entire thing is a lambda function. You have to mention the function name followed by the collection. Okay, so see, plus you're getting false, true, 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 true. Okay, and then what you can do, you can simply write here print. If I want to check, all of them should be your what? Even number. So see, all of them. It is giving me false that all of them are not even numbers. Okay, but if I write 24 here, then all of them are even numbers. Clear class or not? All of you got this code or not, class? Okay, so if it's clear so far, let's continue now. Okay. Next thing class that I have to start is basically your iterators. Okay, next topic we going to discuss. Okay, if we talk about iterators in Python, I just need the definition. Hmm. What are iterators? Iterators are basically just anything. An iterator in Python is an object that is used to iterate over iterable objects like list, tuple, dictionary, and set. String is also iterable because string is also iterable class. So what I will do now class, what happens in case of iterators? There is something called as iter function. Okay, let me just quickly show you one thing also. Okay, see class. An iterator, no, so somewhat different. An iterator is an object that contains a countable number of values. It can be anything which contains a countable number of values. First thing. Okay, second thing is it is an object that can be iterated upon, meaning that you can traverse through all the values. Let me suppose class, let's say I have a list with me. Okay, this list is there. And if I write here for I in L, okay, print I. So I can run a for loop, right? I can traverse through all the values one by one. Okay. So that is why this is called as basically your L becomes an iterator because we are able to run iteration on L list. Okay, not try to understand one thing class. Here see, technically in Python, an iterator is an object which implements the iterator protocol. That means suppose let's say if list is there, okay, and you're able to apply an iterator protocol. That means what? You're able to apply the iter method. Iter function, if you're able to apply the iter function on the list, if I will write here iter of L. So you can see I'm getting a list iterator at this. Okay, it is creating an iterator right now. It is creating an iterator right now. Okay. Now, one thing what I will do, see, when I'm writing for I in L, try to understand class. When you're writing for I in L, what it is doing, it is giving you the entire, all the collection, all the elements of the collection, like uh, in single run, in single run. But suppose let's say you don't want all the elements in a single run, but you want them at different parts in the code. Okay, so what you will do, you will create an iterator first like this, and then you will use next function, next of in, print next of in. See, it is giving me 24. That is the first element of the list. Now I will do something else in the code. Let's say print uh, hello, totally my choice. Whatever I want to do. Now let's say I want to, again I need next element. So I will write here next of il. So if I'm running this next of il again, if I run this next of il again class, what will happen? You can see it will give me the next element from the list, that is 78. Okay. So what is the difference between for loop and this iterator thing? Okay, when we use a for loop, no, in that case, it is basically applying, it is giving us all the elements in a single run, one after another. Okay. But suppose let's say you don't want all the elements. You want the elements at different parts in the at different points in the code. Okay, like in starting you take some elements, after some time you will take some elements, after some time later on you will take up some elements. Suppose let's say, let me give you a real life example. Suppose I'm taking viva, let's say there is a class, okay, and I'm taking viva. Okay, so what I can do, I can take viva of all the students. Let's say there are 30 students, so I can take viva of all of them in a single run. Like first student, second, then third, then fourth, then fifth, till 30. This I can implement using for loop. But suppose, let's say class, what I said that I will take five viva of, let's say, two students today. Roll number one, roll number two. Then I will teach some topic. Okay. Then roll number three, roll number four, roll number five, roll number six. Then let's say I will drink water. Okay. Then roll number seven. Then I will, let's say, go to principal office for some work. Okay. Then 8, then 9, then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So can you see this class? Are you able to understand this example? I'm taking the Viva, but I'm not doing that continuously. Okay, I am doing at different points in the code. So in that case, you can use iterators. All of you understood this thing, class, or not? Okay. Now what happens now, class? See, let me show you. I will use this again next of li. It will give me the next element. Next of il. 12, see, 24, 17, and 12. I will run this again. Next of il, it will give me 10. Okay, 10, this element. Just a minute, just a minute. Okay, so class, here you can see we have taken all four elements, 24, then 78, then 12, then 10. Now, what I can do, if I run this code again, next of il, okay, see, I will get a stop iteration error because there is nothing anymore to iterate upon. Okay, so that is why we are getting a stop iteration error. So what we do actually in this kind of cases now, don't directly run, we never directly run next of il. What we do instead, we write it like this: hit try printing next of il. If it works, then fine. Then accept stop iteration. In this case, print. Okay, in this case, print something else. Maybe we can print, let's say, I don't know. Or you can simply pass also. Nothing will get printed. Okay. Or in some cases, we write print none. Okay. So we run this code every time. How? We'll write here class nl is equal to iter of l. So I'm created a separate iterator. See, then I will run this code. See, 24, then 78, then 12, then 10. Now none. Now none. Understood class or not, everyone? Till here.